Well, Wes, Garrison, like you said, we're on hard point. It's always fun to start off on a hard point. One of my favorite map or game modes rather. But Garrison is not a map I like. I'll be honest. So
Carney, what can we expect here on Garrison? What should they propose?
So on Garrison, I definitely think that middle catwalk control is crucial on this map. Just because this map, it's not like a traditional 3-lane map. It's kind of like a 2.5,
Mm.
which is kind of different. That's why a lot of people don't like it. As we go into the game here, we see that the Timbits start off with the control of the hardpoint.
Timbitz starting off with the point. Here's Phantom, one of the star players of Timbitz, who did play in the preseason tournament. Relapse is the other one who we recognize. And Relapse, I spectated a game off stream of the Timbits, and they really, really dominated. In particular, Relapse was looking really good, but like you say, they take control of the first point there.
Yeah, and as you can see, Kittens are controlling this hardpoint very well, and they do have the spawns for the next. You can see in the mini map on the bottom left. So you're gonna see player number 8 probably set up on that wall, maybe behind that tank, and he's gonna be trying to stop the people that are gonna be pushing the back. And you have player number 7 inside combo, and it looks like they have a very strong hold going on right here. Yeah, right there, and they pretty much reset their spawn. So it's a great hold by the Timbits right there.
Really nice start from the Timbits there. Is continuing to control those points and getting those spawns here. So looks like they're going to hang on to this one unless there can be some picks. A nice hit there by Mist to take out Freeze. He's going to move in a little bit further so to get some sort of a flank. Mist gets another one. Mist going out for Relapse as well and doesn't quite get it. There's Relapse to shut it down.
Yeah, so Timbits pretty much played that one to perfection. Looks like the Komrade Kittens are just going to be setting up for that third hard point right up the map, and the Timbits are going to be hitting the rotation through the artillery side of the map. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, we are going to take a look in there, and as it's Phantom taking one down here. Suicide Star trying to break through, but it just still remains in control. There we go. They do take control here, and now it's time once again for Timbits to try to hit. But it looks like they might have the advantage here when it comes to this attack.
Yeah, so it looks like the Comrade Kittens are gonna have, they're gonna be spawning out. Yeah, they get this last kill on hardpoint, and yeah, that's gonna be Timbits control. So great break, getting 40 at the 42nd point in this hardpoint, and now Timbits are gonna set up their hold on this hardpoint.
Yeah, you know, it's looking to me, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the rhythm to me looks more or less like you've pretty much got one really good shot at a take on a point before you sort of have to cut your losses and try to set up for the next one. Is that sort of accurate, or is there more to it than that?
Yeah, 100%. So there's certain hills that are deemed money hills. I'd say this hill is one of them, just because it is one of the easier hills to get a hold on. The next hardpoint that's coming up in 3 seconds is actually one of the harder ones, unless you do set up the spawn trap, which it looks like the Timbits are looking pretty good for. If I was them, I would be sending one to the dark corner. So it's looking. Oh, it's looking like Komrade are gonna have a pretty good attempt in this one. Let's see what happens.
They did take an attempt at it, but then eventually got shut down, and it still remains in control of the Timbits here. There's Phantom getting some damage out, but might get peeked here, and there we go. It is DD going to take out Phantom. They're going to continue to look for this one, and Paul panics with a couple, but Suicide Star finally shuts that one down. It looks like they're going to get control of this one, at least for now.
Yeah, and as I said at the start of the map, the catwalk control on this map is crucial, especially on this hill. You can pretty much hold the opposite team inside their spawn if you get a guy up there that's just hitting his shots.
Yeah, that elevation's so important, and you've already seen it multiple times. Here is the push coming in from Mist. Mist looking really nice and aggressive, and might get a flank here. There we go. Mist continuing to wreak havoc on the back line, and so this does seem to be the shining star currently for the side of Komrade Kittens there with 10 frags, but still it is Timbits in full control and looking as strong as we expected in terms of them coming into this with a good record.
Yeah, let's actually hop on board with It's Phantom. He's currently 19-6. If you can get that going. He's absolutely having a game right now. As you can see, he's one of the submachine gun players for Timbits. Yeah, so Timbits, they were actually spawning in the bottom left of the map. That is actually the disadvantageous spawn. The Timbits manipulate them to get them spawn back there. But as you can see, number 3 on Comrade Kittens does spawn out. It is his job to get some crucial kills here to get the flip for his team. Let's see what he
DD
can do.
to get this, does
Oh.
manage to, oh, Phantom, and like you were
Absolutely.
saying, Carney, Phantom is popping off and shuts down that critical player over on the side of Comrade Kittens, so that is just devastating from Phantom.
Yeah, Timbits are running away this game. Almost 100-point lead, over 100-point lead. 1-4 right now. Let's see if they can close it out. They're looking very good right now.
Yeah, and Timbits, you know, we were saying, I think that in particular, Timbits look amazing on hardpoint. Some of their search games have looked a little bit closer than this, but their hardpoint games, it always kind of ends up looking this way. They're able to just completely rotate and, you know, move with the flow of the map in such an effective way and just completely dominate their opponents. That's exactly what they're doing right now. It's Phantom leading the charge with 24 frags.
Yeah, so most teams they're gonna scrim their respawns more than their search and destroy, and the reason for that, honestly, I'd say personally for my team, it's just more fun playing respawn
Yeah, I
than it
see.
is search in this game. Just because a search can be a toss-up, it can come down to your setups. Hardpoint, it's definitely harder because, like, for example, in search and destroy, you're gonna have 2 bomb sites, you're gonna have 2 default setups that you're gonna have to know. But on hardpoint, you're gonna have about 5, or maybe even multiply that by 10, because you're gonna have to know how to break it, where to break it from, how to
Right.
hold it from both sides. So it's definitely a more nuanced game mode than search and destroy in Call of Duty.
That's very interesting, and I guess, you know, to be fair, it is also more aim training. You're fighting more often in a hardpoint or a respawn type game mode, so that definitely it makes sense that you'd scrim on it more just because you're kind of getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah, 100%. And the Comrade Kittens do have the good spawn for this map, but I believe that P Hill might rotate soon. Yeah, it looks like the Timbits are going to be setting up for the next hill. See what they can do right here. They do have the ability to close it out on this one. Oof.
Paul panics with a 3K there, totally wiping the other team from the board, and that's going to give Timbits control of this point here, and he might ride this one out pretty much all the way to the end here with 230 points already.
Yeah, let's see if Comrade Kittens can get a good hit on this hill. They're going to need to go very fast to have a chance at continuing this game.
Yeah, they really do have to pull out all the stops at this point. Phantom actually gets taken up from the side. That's a nice hop there to take out that player. But Paul Panics, wow, really starting to pick it up. And actually, Paul Panics has taken the leaderboard. Now it's Phantom against Paul Panics in just an absolute frag fest here. They're both up at 27, and they are just dominating all the way to the end. That's going to be the easy victory for Timbits there in map 1.
That was definitely one of the most dominating rounds that I've seen in a while. It's absolutely going off like flawlessly there. Great to see.
Yeah, and you know, it definitely is a bit of an expected result because Timbits are very strong. But like you said, your team, also one of the stronger teams in this tournament, did play against Comrade Kittens, and they definitely posed a bit of a challenge at certain points in that series. So it's pretty impressive for Timbits to take that dominant of a first map. It has to be said.
Yeah, 100%. And I know that the Comrade Kittens, I'd say that they're a better search and destroy team than hardpoint team. So I'm looking to see if they can take a map back from the Timbits here on this.
Yeah, we're heading over to Moscow for map 2 for search. Checkmate, by the way, is the third. That's going to be the control map. So Moscow is coming up next. That's the search map, and you know, just another map to ask you about because I'm still learning all this stuff. Tell me about search on Moscow.
Okay, so search on Moscow, you're gonna most likely be hitting I believe it's the A site. It's gonna be the one right outside the escalators, just because the B site is deep into the enemy spawn. So definitely we're gonna be seeing some plays on the A site for first hits, but the B site is mostly used just for rotational plays here. So I'd expect to see that. feel like the team that's gonna take this map is gonna be the one that takes over street control. The street side on this map isn't used very often, and I feel like the teams that use that to their advantage for either flanks or holds is gonna be the one that comes out on top.
And I'm always interested to see, teams use some areas of maps that aren't as explored, maybe a little less trodden ground. I think you can really get an advantage, and I think critically you can get an advantage over teams that are sort of pound for pound more skilled than you if you can do those interesting map plays. I think that's always a really interesting dynamic to watch between teams like this. So we are just waiting for the last player from Timbitz to join up into our lobby here, and we're gonna get map 2 started as soon as that happens. So yeah, is there a chance that the dark horse of Comrade Kittens takes a map here off of Timbitz, or do you think we're going for a 3-0 here?
From what I remember from the preseason tournament, Timbits, they were a solid search team. They just I know they choked a 5-1 lead against one of the
Right.
teams, so
Yep.
they might have trouble closing out the games. But they're definitely very fundamentally sound in search and destroy.
Yeah, I definitely see those teams looking for a lot of scrims, and we get the benefit of being in a Discord with everybody and sort of all kind of being together in the community, and so we can see sort of all the teams' activity to a certain extent. And Timbits are one of the very active teams looking for scrims all the time, and I love to see it. It always shows out. We see this time and time again with all of our titles. Those teams that are scrimming more often and that are more active in the servers and that are more in tune with each other as players, those are the teams that end up getting to the top of those ranking, end up getting to the top of the leagues time after time. It just never fails.
Yeah, it's all about that repetition in your practices. You run more maps, you know where to set up, you get more looks of what other teams can throw at you, and it just makes you better as a team.
For sure. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Wilby, do we have a bit of a do we have an ETA on this fourth player here, or are we
Not
just kind
too
of hanging out?
sure. I think he said freeze just resetting. So
Just
yeah,
resetting. All right. Well,
yeah,
we are happy to fill time. Happy to talk about a little bit about the Canadian Esports Championship Series. We, continue to grow and to learn about what how to put all these games on a broadcast and how to figure everything out. So we've got some more casters coming in very soon, and to make sure we can stream as many games as possible. But I'll just remind you all, we've got Valorant on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Call of Duty on today, Wednesday, and Fridays. We've got League of Legends and Rocket League starting up this weekend as well, both on Saturdays and Sundays there. So drop the stream a follow and make sure you're following us on all social media at the Esports Manitoba tag, just to make sure you know exactly when we are going live with all of our different esports here. But we will go into this search and destroy on Moscow, and it is going to be... Oh, looks like there was potentially a bit of a disconnect there. I only see 3 players over on the side of Comrade Kittens, so hopefully that gets resolved. But they are going to start on the defending side of it.
And an update to the Codcaster they actually made is right under the scoreboards. You can actually see which team is attacking now and which team is defending.
Yes, there we go. Now I see it. Yeah. I was looking around on the screen. Well, thank you. Yeah. You read my mind there, Carney.
Yeah. I know that was definitely an issue before. Kind of fast-paced how COD is, and it switches every round. So it kind of helps out letting you know which team is attacking and which is defending. And it looks like Suicide Star is going to be in a 1v3 situation here. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Suicide Star having to kill all the players and defuse the bomb at this point, so it seems, well, very, very difficult. Going to go for one, actually does get Paul Panics from behind, and going to go for another kill, but doesn't manage to grab that one. So it's going to be 1-0 over for Timbitz there, and we will switch around defending now. And, do you identify, whether defending or attacking is favored on these maps, and how important is that from map to map?
On 99% of maps, I'm going to say defending is obviously the easier side just because the other team has another step to plant the bomb and come to you. But in Call of Duty, sides, they're not as important as in other tactical shooter games.
Sure.
Comparing to Valorant or CS:GO, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely, the gun. It's all about gunplay, I guess. So it's all about,
Mhm.
who wins those aim duels. Yeah. Well, it is going to be Comrade Kittens on the attacking side this time. There's a little bit of damage going down, but a couple of kills go off before they can even get set up, and here is the third. Now it's only Suicide Star once again left in a 1 versus 4 this time, and Suicide Star just continues to be put in these really difficult clutch situations, slowly advancing, trying to find it, and not a chance. A clean sweep in that round there from the Timbitz.
Yeah, Timbits are playing like an absolute unit. The most important thing I'm going to tell you right now in Call of Duty is getting your team's trades, and it's looking like the Comrade Kittens aren't doing that. You got to be in a position to trade out the kills, because the other player is going to be vulnerable, shooting in from the side, not going to be seeing you. That's the most important thing in Call of Duty, especially in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, well, now you're speaking my language, Carney. Trading, that's something I know about. We from the Counter-Strike world definitely can relate to that. And of course, any tactical shooter, that's exactly that's one of the fundamental things you have to think about, is exactly those trades, playing off each other, making sure you're coordinated on your peaks. And in Call of Duty, it's as important as ever. So now, back on the defending side is going to be Comrade Kittens, looking to get a couple of rounds here. And
Looks
a
like
slow one.
he might have a peek right
down.
here, and yeah, he picks up the kill right there on his
There we go.
Phantom.
4
Pretty good
versus
hold.
2.
Yep, pretty good hold coming out of the Comrade Kittens right now. Oh. And yeah, Satan Dede treats it out right there, and let's see if the Relapse can pick it up, and he does not.
Not even
Move my
close.
camera out of the way there.
Yeah, they don't even give you a chance. And that's a nice round there. Good hold by the side of Comrade Kittens. So they put one on the board, 2-1 here, and they will switch back over to the attacking side. Here's Dede with the double kill, second. And yeah, that's exactly what you said. That's a trade frag, and that's just what you need to do. Make sure you are aware of your teammates' positions and where enemies might be vulnerable if they're shooting at those positions.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like Timbits are going to be up 2-1. They're going to be the defending team. Let's see what their setup is here. They're going to be sending, it looks like 3 bodies A, 1 watching over mid, and it looks like that's a perfect blind counter to the Comrade Kittens.
They are, and yeah, like you said, A site has been the focus the entire game. Apparently both teams kind of aware of that meta, but here is the hit. There goes Dede. Definitely looking good so far this game with that double kill last round.
Yep, Dede goes down. You see Mist jump peeking over that wall, gets an info. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw them rotate, actually. That would be probably the smartest thing. He's trapped back there. Absolutely trapped. Mist, yep, gets taken out with a nade. What is Suicide Star gonna do here?
Yeah.
He's gonna try. Yeah.
Suicide Star just continues to be left by himself every single round they're attacking, and has to recover the bomb.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a fault of his teams. He is probably just the most passive player. He is playing the AR here, and there he is taken out. We're going to see 3-1 towards the Timbits.
3-1 for the Timbits. Back onto the defending side. Go, Comrade Kittens. Play. Taking out Suicide Star. Paul panics. Just wins the aim duel. Nothing more to be said about that.
Yeah. So I'd be really interested to see on the next offense if the Comrade Kittens switch it up and try to hit a B site, because A isn't working very well for them on offense.
Yeah, give B site a try. Maybe a little bit unfamiliar territory for both teams, but now it is Suicide
like...
Star, of course, defending, and yeah, B site.
Hit comes card control. Suicide Star with a 2-piece. Will he get the 3? He's from Suicide Star. He's putting the team on his back right now. Doesn't want to give up right now.
Not at all. Great work by a Suicide Star on that 3K, and now it's Relapse left in a 1v4 clutch. We can see how difficult these are because Suicide Star's been trying them every single round that they've been on attack, and Relapse just no idea exactly what to do.
Yeah, so Relapse is just gonna go and jump out of the map. Just the reason he did that right there is because he doesn't want to give the other team streaks there, because streaks are crucial in if you get a streak in S&D, it's gonna change your odds of winning a round by, I'd say, probably 50%.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna go up. That's almost 100% round win if you play it right.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's definitely interesting. I was totally lost when I saw Relapse go out into the restricted area, but that's definitely the right play. Relapse not trusting himself in the 1v4, and indeed, fair enough. But here we go, 3-2 now, and like you said, Comrade Kittens looking better on Search and Destroy, especially the defending side. They look pretty solid. Suicide Star leading the charge there.
Yeah, and they're going to be hitting the B side. If they can push out this player in mid, yeah, Relapse, they can collapse on the site right now. And if they
Great
can get
shot.
in, yeah, if they can get into the site and get some cutoffs, they'll be looking pretty good. Oh, not right here. Oh, Phantom picks up one. Will we get the second? Charles gets the second.
Phantom with
He's
two
hunting.
quick ones. And yeah, hunting. You can see Phantom's got blood in his eyes right now, looking for that third frag. It's a 3 versus 2 over here in favor of the defenders. Now Kittens goes down and the last man alive. And there we go. Paul Panics takes out the last two. So really nice hold there, bringing it up to 4-2 for the Timbitz.
Yeah, that play by Phantom's dad saved the round there. Hero player right there. Goes to the cow on him. Thinks, I have better gun skill than you. I'm going to take you out, and it works out for him.
Yeah, you know, I have to disagree with our auto replay there. I think Phantom definitely had the best play in that round, but another nice shot by Suicide Star, and they've got to watch out for those early round headshots that Suicide Star has been finding in those certain positions. Nice work. But it is, of course, Paul Panics, and it's Phantom to get the 2K each. And now back onto defending our Comrade Kittens.
Yeah.
Looks like another A hit.
Yeah, so we have Timbitz hitting A here. Let's see what they can do. Fries gets a kill on DD here. He's pushing up in the lobby. Will he get the second? Picks it up on Sinjin. They have full site control right now. And Suicide Star again in a 1v4 situation.
You just can't stop. Like you said, playing with the AR, that is bound to happen more often than not. But it still seems a little uncanny. Suicide Star wants to go for these 1v4s. And going to try to go for this one. See if he can get anything. It's a 1v3 actually, so you know we've seen him get 3 kills in a round before.
Oh no, it's actually
the first.
Yeah, it's a 1v. It started off as a 1v4. It's down to a 1v2. Let's see if it can pick up the ace and the clutch here. Well, it doesn't look like he will.
There we go. Doesn't get the peek onto Paul Panics. Now it's 5-2 map point, I should say, here for Timbitz, as they need one more round to take Moscow.
Yeah, Timbit looking absolutely unreal right now.
Yeah, you know, it looks like Comrade Kittens are really pulling it out here. That they've got some good individual plays and they've got some nice coordination, but Timbitz just looks so dominant, and we knew Timbitz was going to be one of the strongest teams in our league right at the start, just based on their past performance in the tournament and based on their ranks. But you know, it definitely is good to see them living up to that hype. And Timbitz, led by the captain Relapse, looking really good, but it's Paul Panics and Phantom in Search and Destroy who are putting up the big numbers here. It's Phantom getting aggressive. Goes for the peek, hits DD.
And as you can see, number 7 on the minimap, Suicide Star, looks like he is trying to make a flank play. What I would have liked to see out of them is actually have Suicide Star play with the rest of his team, send someone else down this street. Just because, to me, it seems like he's the most individually talented player on the team. And you want, as I say that, he gets taken out by Relapse there. But yeah, he looks like he is the most individually talented on their team, and you want that player getting in the most gunfights that he can to get your team an advantage.
If a flank works out, it pretty much doesn't matter who's holding that gun, because you get the element of surprise. That makes a lot of sense to me. But now it's Mist left in a 1v3 clutch to keep them in this map, and it's going to be very difficult. But he does manage to sneak over to the B site and get the plant. They hear it.
They heard that slide cancel. They know he's here. Obviously now that the bomb's down, but it looks like they're gonna collapse on him.
Mist goes for the shot, but it does not happen. That's Phantom, appropriately taking out the last player, getting the last kill of the game, and it's going to be 6-2, a win for the Timbitz, and we are going to match point here over on Control, the map that we are going for in map 3. As I bring this up, is going to be Checkmate. So Control on Checkmate here is next. And yeah, we got Timbitz up against Komrade Kittens for anybody who's just turning in. Timbitz, definitely one of our most favored teams. And Control on Checkmate, Carney. Based on what we've seen, what do you expect from this one?
I think that the Timbits are definitely going to take this one.
Right,
They've been looking really strong. If the Comrade Kittens had a chance to steal this series, as I said, it had to have started with the Search and Destroy, so it's not looking too good for the Comrade Kittens right now.
Yeah, and when I was casting a Control game last time, I felt a little bit lost. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have you or Alejandro or somebody a little more knowledgeable to walk me through it on my training wheels. So tell me, can you describe the Control game type to us a little bit for anybody else who might be joining from our Valorant or CS:GO community, and let us know what's going on in this game type?
Okay, so Control is a mixture of, I would say, Search and Destroy, just because you have a limited amount of lives, of respawns, and Hardpoint. You're going to have 2 points, A and B point. It's going to have 3 sections in each. Once you hit one of those sections, it's a third. So once you advance the bar for a third, it will lock there. But if it isn't locked at that bar, the other team can go and deplete it to the end. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Overwatch, but it's gonna be like the main mode in Overwatch. Sorry, I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head, but it's pretty much exactly like that, but with limited respawns, 30 lives per team, and you're gonna be switching sides again.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Yeah, and it's I like that they've got they've got a combination mode basically. That we see the first 2 game types. We see something more team deathmatch focused, something more round based, and now a combination of the 2. Very interesting. I like the format. What can I say? I'm used to these tactical shooters where you're just playing Search and Destroy all the time, and seeing these different game types. It's there's something to be said for it. I definitely enjoy, the variety that we see here. And on Checkmate, we are looking at Control. Now, Checkmate is a map that we've seen quite a bit. I think a lot of these teams like playing it. And yeah, it is that, this one, I'm just recognizing it now with this big airplane in the middle. And yeah, so is it so important to control that, this inner area here?
Yeah, so on Checkmate, as I was saying on the Garrison hardpoint, most important thing on Garrison was the catwalk. In this map, it is controlling that middle plane. The middle plane is crucial on this. You can see out, if you get control of that, you can see both sides of it, and you can hold a nasty spawn trap on it, just because you do have a lot of cover that you can peek from there. So don't be surprised to see at least 1 or 2 players going on to the plane off of the start of the map here.
Sitting up on those tables and making a sandwich, as I've heard it described before. We'll see if that strategy comes into play. Here's its Phantom going to try to push in early, and indeed we do see Comrade Kittens trying to post up in there, but already one's been taken down. Mist ends up going with his teammate's namesake and killing himself there. But there's Paul Panics and Freeze getting a couple more.
Yeah, and as you can see, they're just pushing the plane. That's exactly what Timbits are doing right now. The Comrade Kittens are trying to get some control, but the Timbits are just gunning them.
It's Phantom. Phantom is having a hell of a series right now. Just great shot after great shot. Goes for the far player instead of the close one and does take them out. That is ridiculous from It's Phantom. But so far, neither of the control points have been looked at yet. Now finally, they are going for one.
Looks like we have about 20 seconds left until Timbits will take this. And the Comrade Kittens do get on a point, but they're taken right off it. Lives are very close, as you can see right in the middle of your screen right there. Lives are very close, but don't be fooled by the lives. The Timbits do have control of this round.
All about those objectives. There's a Relapse getting a nice flank. Relapse going for an aggressive peek and a great shot there onto Sinjin's. Now there's 7 seconds left. So this one's nigh on impossible here. We do start with the B control, and here's Relapse. Oh, Relapse with the melee coming around, and then flicks around for another one. A great highlight play there from Relapse, and that is going to be round 1 going over towards the Timbitz.
Yeah, Timbits have been definitely patting up their montage with this year. There's been some nasty ones, as you see in this replay right here as well.
Yeah, there's Phantom going for the multiple kills. This was the shot that we liked. Yeah, there we go. Goes for the... I love how he sees the player to his left and he's like, no, I'm going for the far player first. I hope you miss. And that is going to be 1-0 for Timbits here. And it is going to be them now attacking, trying to gain control of those sites. And is it more important to control that B site first, since it's sort of in the middle there?
The B site is definitely the harder site to control, but most teams do hit that A site first just because they need to obviously eventually get it. And when you get the site, it adds about a minute, it might be a minute 30 to the clock, so it gives you more time to work with.
There we go. So that's definitely an important thing to do. And yeah, you take the easier site then to give yourself an advantage as the attackers. Already A is being controlled here. There's Sinjin's going for a shot but misses. And now it is... Oh, Freeze getting taken down. Suicide Star with a nice double here over on the side. And gets back towards A. Going into the plane.
Yep, they know a guy is top lane. It's Phantom is going to be pushing out the back. And it looks like, is he trying to hit a flank here?
Uh-oh, Relapse. No. Doesn't quite find it, but it is Freeze with the backup. A couple of kills, though, going back and forth. And that's a nice hold coming in from the side of Komrade Kittens there. They definitely do stall it a little bit more time with Phantom. Likely to get this kill. There we go. DD goes down, as well as Sinjin's there. And A site is continuing to be pushed here.
Yeah, so it looks like Komrade Kittens were trying to put pressure on the Timbit spawn there. Phantom cleans it up there. If you do have someone in the opposing team spawn, just playing like a ratty player, it definitely helps your team out a lot because it's always in the back of your head. You can get shot in the back, and it's gonna be spawning you on top of the back. But like the Komrade Kittens might be able to pull this one out. 8 point does just need one more tick, but there is only 15 seconds left. As you see, it's Phantom popping on the point.
Yeah, they need this one more retake onto this point before they get control. And yeah, 9 seconds left. It looks like Komrade Kittens might be able to take this one. There we go. That is one more kill. Here's 6.2 seconds remaining as B site is now the focus. And just juggling it back and forth, it looks like they might take it. And if they get this A site here, that would be devastating. But 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, 6.6 seconds. No way, Carney. This is not a chance. Oh, no. It's Phantom takes out 2 of his own teammates, and there is... They're continuing. They get it. No way. 0.6 seconds remaining, and they restore the clock. Now they have to control B, and oh man, that's just got to be tragic over for the Komrade Kittens there.
It is 4-6 right now. It is going to turn into a game of search and destroy here. And if I'm Komrade Kittens, I might be tilted right now, but you just need to regain. The match is still going on. You got to clutch up right here.
Yeah, definitely still a possibility. B is a while away from being taken, and there's 30 seconds left. Continuing, like you said, to play search and destroy after they pass it.
2v6 right now. It's not looking too good for the Komrade Kittens right here.
Freeze is behind.
Oh,
Oh man, that is going to be the 2-0, and it felt like there would be a little bit more fanfare, but the last 2 kills go down. That's going to be 2-0, and map and match point here over for Timbitz.
Yeah, this is definitely the best play. This is the play that saved them the round there on the 0.6. He loses that gunfight. I think his teammate might have gotten there, but if he wasn't, he loses that gunfight, that's game over. 0.6 second takes down. Huge clutch up from the Timbitz.
Yeah, has to be said, you know, really nice effort there over from the side of Komrade Kittens. They really, really brought it close, and considering, you know, how dominant Timbitz have been already in this series, I think even bringing it that close should, you know, you should definitely be proud of that. But it is going to be them attacking. That's Komrade Kittens attacking here. Phantom going around trying to get the kill, but Relapse steals that one away and gets Suicide Star as well. They're already opening up here, and very little progress made so far by Komrade Kittens.
Yeah, it's looking like the live count is down pretty hard. Yeah. Oh, did he get the stick? No, he didn't. He missed that. Yeah. Timbitz are putting pressure on the spawn of the Comrade Kittens. So they're gonna have to clean that up before they do anything else. And it looks like that's just what they do. Pick up a nice 2 kills right there.
There we go, finally giving themselves a little breathing room, but not very much, as Paul Panics is still waiting at the corner. There's a couple of nice kills, and Mist tries to take one, but its Phantom just continues to be a nuisance over there towards the spawn. So that's going to be 30 seconds remaining and no progress whatsoever made on any control point. Finally, they look for A, and Suicide Star avoids that one, but it's Phantom and Freeze. It's just so good coming in from the Timbitz. They are really showing how strong of a team they are in this game.
The sub duo of Freeze and his Phantom is absolutely tearing it up. I'd say they are the reason that the Timbits are looking so dominant. Having good submachine gun players that can pressure the other team is so crucial to winning.
So I am occasionally seeing this and confirming there is friendly fire in this game. Is that correct?
Correct. There is friendly fire.
Yeah. I've rarely seen it until now, but as I learned that, we learned that Timbitz has taken the match. So they are going to go 3-0 up against Comrade Kittens, who had flashes of brilliance here. You know, Suicide Star looking pretty good in some of these moments, but it was Timbitz holistically who were the better team, and they do take the victory. So, you know, that being said, we will go on a quick break here as we finish this game, and coming up next, I think we might have a little bit of a surprise. I think we might have a sneaky little game in between, because it looks like we've got plenty of time for another best of 5 before we get into the other scheduled games. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Game 2.